So we then trend upwards. So you'll find that the 3 pushes here are not visible, but that's exactly how the market is. Then after the market is done, it's formed the high of the day. After the market was done, it formed the high of the day. So that's exactly how the market moves. And after the market formed the high of the day, it then went into consolidation into the next day. So can you see it? That's exactly how the market moves. If you check, there are so many examples that I can take, but I want to take the specific example so that I can show the type. So you have seen type 1. Here is type 3 right there. You have the Asian. You have the Asian session right there. You have a beautiful first leg there. The leg comes down. Don't worry on how to know these things. I'm going to explain to you as we go further with our strategy. You are going to know how. We have the first push there. We have the second push there. And we have the third push there. And then we have the small reversal. Then we end the day into consolidation for the next day. So you can see that's type 3. Now look at this type 1W. The market trends downwards, forms the first leg. The market forms the second leg right there. So you can see the market trends up. So you can collect all those pips. You can collect all those pips. You can see if you enter right there to enter trigger, you've got about 72 pips and you call it a day. Look at that pattern. Wow. Nice pattern there. Stop hunt right there. And then you enter at your confirmation candle. And then you scoop how many pips? That's about 179 pips in a single day. Imagine. So you can see this is type 3 again of a W. This is type 1 of an M. So you can see that's exactly what happens with the market. So once the market has done all that, it then gives us profit because we want profit for a single day and then we are done for that particular day. So these are the only variations. So now I want to say some important information. I want to say some important information about intraday. Then we close our video. All right. The Asian box, for us to be able to trade a pair, the Asian box should be at least 50 pips. The Asian box should be at least, should be at least 0 to 50 pips. So it means it can be 2 pips, can be 10 pips, can be 15, 0 to 50 pips. Then our stop hand now, the stop hand is the move outside the box. This is what we call the stop hand. This is what we call the step hand. Remember we said earlier on video 1 that we trap them using the M's and the W's or the patterns which we listed there. So the stop hand now is the move. The stop hand, a stop hand is a move in the wrong direction. The purpose of a stop hand is to trap traders. The purpose of a stop hand is to hit stop losses. The purpose of a stop hand is to cause panic cause fear, to make people change mind, make them move the wrong direction, etc. So to make you feel left out. So a stop hand is very fast. A stop hand is very fast. So it is a fast move in the wrong direction. So the market pays the patient. The market does not pay those who want to get rich quick. The market pays the patient. So we are saying from the end of the Asian box up to where the stop hand ended, we expect at least again, or at most, sorry, 0 to 50 pips. We expect 0 to 50 pips. These are the number of pips that we expect to say we have a perfect stop hand and a perfect Asian box. Then after we are done with that, we then look for confirmation candles and other indicators that I'm going to teach you about on the coming videos. So we then look for confirmation candles and we trend with the market. We trend with the market. You get the point now. Whether it's a stop hand of an M or it's a stop hand of a W, one way or the other, please do not fall for these traps, because the market will give people short. And I know some people will enter their buy here and go long, then start sending screenshots that they are making money. Then the market will trend short again. After taking out everyone who went short here, the market will then take you out because you went long. Now those who went short here will start adding positions because they believe that the market will go down, bounce back, and then go officially down. But because we know the market is trending upwards, we are going to wait for the second leg and then we trade upwards. Do you get the point now? So that's basically all about intraday trading. So this happens on an M15 time frame, and we are expecting the market to trend in a certain direction, but we expect it to trap people before it trends to that direction. So it can take those three variations. The first one, which stop hands outside the away from the Asian box, then the other one which maintains the high or the low of the Asian box, then the other one which respects the high or low of the Asian box. So now this W is what we call the LOD, the low of the day, because this is the lowest point of which the market has hit on that particular day. Now, I know you are going to understand, you are not going to understand what I'm going to say now. But let me say these areas of appearance, I'm just going to say it, then you are going to understand it as we go on. Now, these HODs and LODs, they form at 200 EMA. Some form at 800 EMA. Some form at 200, 800 EMA crossover. We are going to talk about EMAs on our next videos. Some, they form at yesterday, high or low. Some, they form at ADR high or low. So there are many places in which these form, but there are key places of which we know where they form. Now let's look at the chart again. If we go back to our chart and then we check the stop hand, here is our Asian session again. And then here is the stop hand. If we check the number of pips from here to there, you will find that the number of pips we are getting is about 54 pips or so. That's a very good stop hand that we can actually take, because an extended stop hand goes to above, it goes to 75 pips. So as long as this is still below 75 pips, then we are still good. So it's more or less like an extended stop hand. So we then trained the correct direction. How many pips? 139. So you see, that's exactly what happens. This is type number 1. So what I wanted to show you, is on the appearance, where we normally see these HODs and LODs. So if I am to zoom my picture and you check, you'll find that the HODs are forming at 200 EMA. There is 200, 800. Look at that. The one that formed yesterday, it was at 200 EMA. The day before, it was at 200 EMA. Look at that. Forming at 200 EMA. Forming at 200 EMA. Forming at 200 EMA. Forming at 200 EMA. Look at that. Forming at 200 EMA. Forming at 200 EMA. This one goes to the 800 EMA. And by the way, the 800 EMA is the dark blue one. The 200 EMA is the white one. The 50 EMA is the light blue one. Then we have the red and the yellow. The red is the 13 EMA and the yellow is the 5 EMA. Let me write this down. 13 EMA is red. 5 EMA is yellow. 50 EMA is light blue. We are going to talk in depth about them on our next videos. 200 EMA is black or white, depending with your background. 800 EMA is dark blue. So these are the EMAs that we use. So in general, that's all about intraday trading. That's all about intraday trading. So understand that it is the same concept we use for currencies or volatilities. The only difference now is that when it comes to volatilities, we no longer talk about these pips. We don't talk about these pips, but we want to see the market trending in the wrong direction before it goes in the right direction. We want to see the market doing that, even though we won't be counting the number of pips, but it's gonna form on the EMAs that we know. So that is it, basically about intra-day trading. So our homework now, I would want you to go and find the following. I would want you to go and look for 5 charts with intraday patterns and label them. Label everything, you know. On the labeling, I would want to see the HOD or the LOD. I would want to see the 200 EMA, the 50 EMA, the 800 EMA. I would want to see the Asian box. I would want to see the confirmation candles. I would want to see the 3 pushes if they are there. I would want to see What else? Where you have written stop hunt, I would want to see you highlighting if it's an M or W or half Batman, or remember I told you that's where some of those patterns they form. Want to show you if it's an HNS, etc, etc, etc. So I want to see the homework of 5 charts well labeled. If you do that, then we will move to I'll give you the next video that deals with entries on the intraday patterns. So I hope you enjoyed the second video.